And she wanna be a drop top bitch when she ride it. But baby, I remember when you wouldn't even try it. Got a couple missed calls, no service, I was flying. And I eat a bitch with a couple checks, fine dining. Yeah, baby, won't you come and see the
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm inviting Lil Spirit. Oh, he just texted me. Perfect. Yeah. All right, he just texted him. I'm on right now. But a little bit of background on me. My name is Nathan Evans. I'm a A&R and writer for DailyChiefers. Been in the music industry since my high school days. I'm about to graduate college. And basically my background is in artist management. That's my main thing. I manage this dope kid named Roy Smith and this other dope kid named Nick Devitt. They're both in the hip hop scene. And that's been my scene since I was in high school. And yeah, we're doing some cool things with them. But right now it's just beginning of the summer, May 16th, baby, 2020, the year of Corona. Year of Corona. Let's see, here it comes. Yo.
What up, bro?
What up, dog? How you doing?
I'm chilling. Hold on. Let me just find a good place to post up my phone.
No, you're good. You're good. Where are you at right now?
I'm at home.
You have your own place in LA?
Yeah.
You don't live with the internet money guys?
No, I kind of basically fucking live there, but I have a place.
That seems like a good thing.
It is, bro. It's nice to separate work from sleep.
Absolutely. Well, yo, thank you so much for hopping in.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Jonathan actually put me onto your music months ago. I think it was before he even dropped Top Bitch. So tell me a little bit about your situation right now with internet money and Connor, how all of that has come about.
So Internet Money / 10K Projects is my label. I signed my deal with them, I think mid-November, late November. So it's been about 6-7 months. And really early on, before nothing was starting to even slightly go up, Connor, he already knew all those dudes. He was cool with all of them. His producer, Omer, who's also super dope, he was working with me at the house. I didn't even know who Connor was at the time. And I guess, basically, Omer told Connor, yo, there's this new kid at the house. You got to come fuck with him. And then Connor just started pulling up. And then a few weeks went by and shit. I could tell he was, trying to work with me. So I straight up was just yo, bro, I want you to manage me. Are you down? He was like, yeah, let's get it. So I was like, all right, it's lit. So Connor's my manager, cool. Internet label. And then, yeah, now Universal is my publishing company. So.
Okay, dope. Where does Jonathan come into play with all of that?
John's my A&R. John also does a lot of management type stuff for me too. But John is actually the one who literally played my song for Taz and got me signed.
Really? That's sick. So you have a special bond there.
Yeah, John is my brother. John is literally only 2 years older than me. That's my big bro.
How old are you?
19.
Oh, wow. Okay, when is your birthday?
October 1st.
Okay, dope. So you're not originally from LA, are you? Where are you?
I'm from California, Bay Area. So 5 hours north.
Dope. Okay, yeah. So I read somewhere that after you dropped Ugly specifically, you were ready to just quit music forever, right? So walk me through what's the story there?
So basically, aside from just Ugly, I was just done, bro. I was trying for 2 years. Nothing was really popping off. I had my little cult fan base or whatever, but I was doing school too. And I was just shit, should I just go full time with school and secure a job for myself and shit like that? Cause the music is such a gamble. And then I dropped Ugly and literally within a month, I was in a deal. So I was damn, I was smart for not quitting, because I would have been miserable as fuck in a fucking trigonometry class right now instead of doing this.
Yeah. So actually on that, let's backtrack a little bit. So tell me about your story breaking into the music industry and when you realized okay, this is definitely what I want to do.
So as far as really knowing that I wanted it to be my career, my sister's a singer. Okay. She was already kind of starting to have shit pop off a little bit by the time I was even starting my music career. So I was, oh, if she can do it, I can do it too. And I just went full send with it.
That's dope. So then who would you say are some of your biggest inspirations in music right now?
Right now, my biggest inspirations, my biggest vocal inspirations right now is Bieber, always fucking sounding amazing.
Yeah.
Drake, even. Yo, someone really dope right now. He's kind of coming up. I don't know if you've heard of him, but Breakins. Have you heard of Breakins?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I just got put on to him like 2 weeks ago. He's fire.
Bro, he's so fucking fire, bro. Like, his vocals are insane. So those are people I've been listening to, plus a million other people, but like those are just some that stick out in my head.
100%.
And then as far as just like production, even like, bro, Breakins' production, crazy. Honestly, like Nick Mira, like even though that's like one of my best friends, like I still am inspired by him.
For sure. It's actually funny you say the Justin Bieber thing, because I'm sure you've heard like 1,000 times people compare you to Justin Bieber.
Every day, bro. But I feel like people think it bothers me, but like it is such a compliment.
Oh yeah, for sure. Has he ever like reached out to you?
He's never reached out to me, but he put my song in his like playlist that he made for Amazon Music.
That's sick. Damn.
Yeah, like I know he likes my music at least. I know he fucks with Lil Spirit.
You guys will work together at some point?
Bro, I hope so. That's the dream.
That would be sick. That'd definitely be sick.
We got to make some, Justin, if you're seeing this.
So why the name Lil Spirit?
Lil Spirit, cause my favorite cigarettes, American Spirits. I don't smoke cigarettes no more, by the way, but when I made them, those were my shit. The light blue pack. That's why I got all the blue going on too, and the name. All from a pack of cigarettes.
That's crazy. Is that your favorite color too?
It's definitely my favorite color. Everything I own is blue, bro. I'm gonna show you right now. I couldn't figure out what to rest my phone on, so I literally rested it on a blue Balenciaga.
You think you'll change hair color at all, like throughout your career? Or are you gonna stick with blue all the way?
Honestly, I don't know, bro. People ask me that all the time. I'll probably at least stick with blue for a long time. Like, bro, when I say everything I own is blue, like, bro, all my clothes are blue. My fucking Xbox is blue, bro. Like,
holy shit. So then American Spirit, did that just come from the cigarette patch to the name?
yeah, but like, I don't want people to think I'm literally ripping American Spirits, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just doing like a play on the whole like blue aesthetic and shit. Because you know how the light blue pack looks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know how it just looks like so good.
No, it looks sick. It's
So I
definitely
was like,
the cleanest boxes out there.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, damn, their branding is on point. So let me just take some notes.
So what do you think you would be doing right now if it wasn't for music?
Bro, literally, I would be burnt
You
as
think?
fuck. 100%, bro. Every time, like, starting from middle school, I was literally getting like all F's and D's in school.
Really?
All the way through my sophomore year of high school, which is when I dropped out, got my GED. So I do have a high school diploma, guys, kind of. But but I honestly, bro, I have no skills that aren't music. Cars, actually, I love cars. I'll probably be like a mechanic or something.
With all of that, tell me a little bit about your creative process and if that's changed at all since you've signed with Internet Money.
It's changed a lot, bro. I used to make like one song every 2 weeks, and it might not even be good. It might be good, but it might be bad. Now I make 1 or 2 or 3 songs every day. And when I say every day, I mean like I don't even know what day it is. We don't like do weekends at Internet Money. It's just every day. I'm there and I'm making music. And that's like what I want to be doing. So yeah, my process changed a lot. My pace changed a lot. Everything is better though. Nothing changed for the worse. Everything just got better.
For sure. So then outside of the creative process, what else has changed for you after signing that deal?
Well, before I signed my deal, bro, I was like making $50 stretch a week. Type shit. Now I'm like, now I don't really have to think about that kind of stuff. I got a lot of friends now too. Like my whole team is all my best friends. Like
That's dope.
really my squad. So like I gained a lot of friends. I got a better like financial situation, and altogether like my mental health is just way better because instead of just sitting and like cooking in my own like laziness and filth all day and being like depressed that nothing is happening in my life, I like have shit to do every day and I can't like get away from it, and I'm like constantly motivated. It's way better.
Yeah, that's fire. So then the moment you wake up to when you go to bed, what's an average day look like?
Every day, music is made by me. I would say 95% of the days, I make at least a new song. I work on music every day for at least 5, like I would say 5 or 6 hours every day.
Yeah.
aside from that, just things kind of like this. Obviously, life is weird right now because of all this sickness. You know, like interviews. I'll be talking to my manager a lot throughout the day. I'll be with Taz every day making music. Like I'm with 20 producers every day, plus a bunch of dope artists pull up to the house. Like I'm basically just like a music sponge every day.
So obviously, like you're working with a ton of these producers with internet money. Is there like one in particular that you vibe with more than the others, or is it just full send all the way?
To be honest, I fuck with every single internet money producer, and by now I definitely have a song, at least one song with everyone in the group. There's a lot of people I have like 30 songs with though. So like people I fuck with everyone, but people that I personally work with the most is like MJ Nichols, Nick Mira, Alec Wigdall. Alec is another artist on Internet Money. I'm not sure if you're hip to him, but he's so fire. He does like pop, but he's also just an amazing producer, and he produces a lot of my shit. So it's fire.
Do you work with producers outside of Internet Money at the moment then?
I work with Omer. Omer is like very like affiliated, but yeah, he's not Internet Money. That's Connor's producer. And honestly, bro, not really. Like, I don't need to. But yeah, like my publisher, shout out Lilia, love you. She'll send me like packs and shit all the time from all different like producers and stuff. So I usually have a fuck ton of beats at all times.
For sure. So given everything you've seen in the music industry from like starting out on your own to now being at the level that you're at with a whole team around you, if there was one thing that you could change about the music industry, what do you think it would be?
Bro, I would change so much more than just one thing. I definitely am an artist that takes much more interest in the business side of the industry than I would say the average artist does. Like, so there's a lot of shit, bro. Like, I would just change like the way everything works, like the way that all the little fucking loopholes and shit, all the like lazy ass people that don't know what they're doing and shit, that have jobs that they shouldn't have. Like, there's a long list, bro.
For sure. Obviously, you've got this new album, American Spirit. How would you describe the album in your own words?
If I could describe the album in like one sentence, I would say it's a compilation of some of my favorite songs that I've made over the past 6 months to a year. And it's basically every song is a representation of like how I was feeling that day. Cause like I said, I make music every day, and I don't like have a set genre. Like, I don't know how much of my music you've heard, but I have like a lot of different sounding songs that are just completely fucking different genres. So like, it's not like I was literally like, I'm gonna make this album. Every song I'm making now is for the album. Like, no, I literally was just making music, and my favorite fucking songs that I thought would sound beautiful together, and that's American Spirit.
So what's your favorite song then off the album?
I have like a different favorite for different periods of time, like, but like right now, Naval just hit for me.
I was actually just listening to Naval like before we got on the call, and I was like, fuck, this slaps.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I just think it's funny because like the lyrics are funny and shit.
Well, that's dope. So then the timeline for getting the whole album together was just the last 6 months of you cranking out music?
Basically, yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Those songs are old. Like, I've made probably like 80 to 100 new songs since every song on that album was made.
Wow.
Some songs on that album were made more recently, like within a 1 or 2 months ago, but 90% of the songs on that album are like 4 to 6 months old. And by then, like, bro, I have like four new albums since then.
Right. So before you were with Internet Money, it was like Ugly, Back.
No, Back to Life was Internet Money.
Oh, that was? Okay, so what kind of producers were you working with before Internet Money?
This guy.
Really?
For the most part, yeah, I was producing 90% of my stuff. I was producing all my most popular songs. Like, Ugly is 100% me. Honestly, bro, you probably don't even know my music before Internet Money because I took it down, like, off all my DSPs. So there's rare shit still on SoundCloud and YouTube, though. But I used to be, like, an emo SoundCloud rapper before I made pop.
That's dope, though. So I've been keeping up with your Instagram for, like, quite a few months now, and I saw that the night you dropped the album, you were actually back in the studio working on new music, when I feel like any other artist would be out celebrating, especially after, you know, releasing their debut project. Why was that?
I don't give a fuck about like the party life, bro. I'm gonna be real. I've lived in LA for like 2.5 years, and like I didn't have anything going on for most of that time, and I was like in the club because all my friends were like YouTubers or whatever the fuck. Like they were already on their own shit. So I was in the club every night. I was hitting up like all my friends to go out every single night, and I did that shit, and I got burnt out on it. So now that I like actually have like something starting to go on, and like I can actually afford an Uber to the club, like I don't even want that shit anymore. I already like did all that shit.
Yeah. No, I got you. Should we be expecting a lot more singles to follow, or like what's the goal there?
I'm definitely not slowing down. I'm not one of these pop artists that's gonna drop a project and then you're not gonna hear from me for like 6-7 months. Like,
No.
nah, I'm gonna be dropping new shit soon. I don't know how soon, I can't say for sure, because ultimately like it's not 100% my choice when I'm dropping and stuff, but we're gonna figure out like a good time to drop. It's gonna be soon.
Fire. So with this being your debut project, I'm sure, and just like historically, a lot of people would probably expect a tour to be announced, like shows and stuff, even though obviously that can't happen given the COVID-19 epidemic and everything. So
Right.
was that ever a part of the plan before all this coronavirus stuff came about?
What's touring? Is that what you said?
Yeah, with touring or like performing?
Yeah, bro. I was hoping to be doing shows and like maybe opening for a cool artist like by the end of this year. Obviously, that's not going to happen now, but honestly, I'm a little relieved at the fact, not saying that I'm happy that the COVID-19 outbreak happened, but I, I do have like a little bit more of a cushion now to like prepare myself for tour and stuff like that, because touring is really grueling and like it's really energy draining, and I just needed like time to prepare for that.
Yeah. Have you ever performed before?
I've literally never done a show. I've performed like fucking my school talent show, and I've like assisted my sister on some performances, but no, I've never sang like one of my Lil Spirit songs in front of a crowd.
So then I know a lot of musicians have taken on this virtual performance approach since all these shows can't happen and stuff right now. Is that something you think you'll experiment with or like practice with?
Oh, I've done it. I've done a couple of them. They're dope. I did 3 of them so far. It's been pretty dope. I did one for like Arizona Iced Tea. Like I did a little collab with their page, and then I did like a Universal Music one, and then I did some like South American, I think, festival. It was pretty dope.
You got to do one with American Spirit.
That would be fire. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully if my shit starts to pop off, they don't hate me or like sue me.
So I noticed as of now, obviously you don't have any features. Do you plan to like keep things that way for a while, or should fans expect collaborations to come in the future?
I love to collaborate with other artists. I think it's not even that I'm not trying to have a feature right now or trying to. It's just like if something comes along and it makes sense and it's a fire song, like it'll probably come out type of situation. Like I'm not reaching out to a million people right now being like, how much for a feature, like big artists? Not at all. But if a dope artist like reaches out and is like, yo, let's make a song, like fuck yeah.
Do you have control over that? Like if dope artists do reach out, do you see that, or does that go through your managers on the back end?
No, I see it for sure. Ultimately, so Taz is pretty much like the guy that would make the decisions on that kind of thing. But no, Taz knows like I have a good sense of what makes sense. Like he has trust for sure. Like like even the other day I was like, yo, how hard would it be if I made a song with break-ins? He was like, that would be fire. You should hit him up. Like Taz is very like, he gets it. He gets what's cool and not cool.
Who outside of break-ins and like Justin Bieber, who would you like to collaborate with most?
Ooh, who would I like to collaborate with? Bro, I have so many people, like from R&B artists all the way to like fucking rock artists. So, like, all right, let me just give some people.
Yeah.
Kim Petras, fire. Like Janae Aiko, that would be so fire. Who else? As far as like male artists, Black Bear would be so fire. Who else? Like, you get what I'm saying though? Like, oh, Charlie XCX, that would be crazy. Like those kinds of artists.
Do you think you'll stay the pop route like throughout your career, or do you think you'll ever kind of reach back to your roots in hip hop and stuff like that?
I think that my songs now still have like a little like hip hop flavor to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I honestly think I don't even want to box myself into anything. Like, I'm just going to keep making music, and like whatever songs that are hard, I'm going to drop them, whether they're like pop songs or R&B songs or fucking punk songs. Like, I just did a song last night that sounds like a Paramore song, and that shit is hard.
That's sick.
But yeah, I would say overall my genre is pop, but it's like pop fused with like everything else.
100%, yeah. So obviously it can be like incredibly hard for artists to come up in such a cutthroat industry. What is like, would you say the best piece of advice that you've received on your come up? And if you could pass on your own advice to any like low key artists trying to break in to the industry, what would that be?
I have low key a formula for getting at least like a small cult fan base.
Yeah, shoot.
That I've told my fans a lot of times. I wouldn't say this works for every kind of artist in every lane, but definitely if you're coming up in the same lane that I did, like SoundCloud world, rap music, or like singing music, whatever, like there's a way. All you got to do is make really good songs. Don't drop a million songs like all the SoundCloud rappers do, because that shit never works. And then each song gets like 10 plays. Drop only the best songs. Then find big YouTube platforms that release videos and make a really good video. There's always hungry videographers in every single like city in the fucking world that can like edit a cool video. Post that shit on there and just start to engage a fan base within platforms that are bigger than yours. When you have 1,000 followers, it doesn't matter if you post promoting your song 10 times because only 1,000 people see it. But when you go post on Sad Chill's YouTube channel or Promoting Sounds with their millions of subscribers, you have a whole new audience viewing you. And if you just repeat that process 4 or 5 times over, you definitely, as long as your music is cool and you have a cool like look, and you present yourself well, you've probably earned a cult fan base by then.
Oh, that's perfect. So then with everything going on, what are some of the biggest goals you have personally as an artist, and like where you hope to be in the future?
Where I hope to be in the future is Billboard #1s, 40,000 person shows, like top.
So what about when people hear the name Lil Spirit? What is like the first thing that you hope for them to think?
I know people see me and hear my name and immediately assume that I'm like a Lil Peep fanboy and that I make like the type of music that you would assume that I make by looking at me and hearing my name.
Right.
But then my song, and it's like a super well produced, like put together pop song. And that's kind of like the enigma of the whole thing. I think that's what's going to like make it cool. It's like that kind of almost like Billie Eilish effect of like, you look at her Instagram and she looks like a super like hard ass bitch, but then you listen to her music and she's like super sad and emotional. Like, you know what I mean? It's like an enigma.
So then what is one message you would give your fans?
One message I give to my fans would be, thank you guys for supporting me, because without you, I would 100% be in a fucking history class right now.
For sure. Dog, thank you so much for your time, for real. I really do appreciate it.
Bro.
I haven't decided if I'm going to release this Zoom meeting as like an interview. I think that would be really cool, just because like, I don't know if there's really a lot of face-to-face interviews with you right now on the internet.
There's none.
All right, dog. Well, I'll keep you posted. We'll be in touch, and have a great rest of your week.
All right, bro. Good to talk to you. Good to meet you. I appreciate you for your time. Thank you.
Absolutely, dog.
Yeah, she wanna be a
See you, bro.
drug bitch when she ride it.